Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to the fastest growing sports gambling podcast in the tri-state area. We got AA Anthony Alessino. We got the graduate Brian Castiglione. And my name, as always, is James Hawkinjos. And this is Parlay-Vous.
What up and welcome everybody to the Parlay-Vous podcast. There is a big game coming up this weekend, so they say.
Some would say the biggest game.
Some would say it's very large in stature.
A super game.
It's a super game. I like that.
Where
But
people
I've
come
people have said
together in a circular shaped stadium.
Kind
of looks like something you'd eat cereal
oval, a little bit oval.
Yeah, it looks like something you
Circle
have some
some-
Italian
Might
wedding
not be the
soup
biggest
out of,
stadium.
Might not be a lot of diehard fans there. That's for
That's
sure.
a pretty big stadium.
Yeah, I mean
They
they're
have-
all big.
They have 400 and 500 sections. So
All right,
SoFi
but
is
that
a
doesn't
pretty
matter
big
though.
stadium.
That doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter
I mean, I guess it doesn't.
because you can just have like a
'cause,
small
Yeah, there's no
section.
standard
You know what I'm saying?
unit for
Yeah.
what the sections are.
Yeah. That's the only thing. I mean,
What's
whatever.
the capacity on it? Why would they build a stadium in LA and not make it huge?
Huge because they can't
Huge.
fill it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they wouldn't have been able to fill it if it was a high school stadium.
70,000. 240 for SoFi.
That's actually a
That's
lot.
pretty big. I mean,
It's
not
pretty big.
Not
That's
bigger,
very big.
Not bigger than MetLife.
That's
big.
4 times
In comparison, AT&T Cowboy Stadium, 80,000.
Yeah, but that's the
Yeah.
most.
Oh well, I'm just saying.
Go
Comparative.
to give me
MetLife Stadium's 82.
No, give me
Yeah,
the
that's what
Miami
I'm saying.
Dolphins.
Dolphins. All right, let's see Dolphins.
Just for
I don't know the name of their stadium.
just for a jumping off point. SunTrust?
Sun Life, Sun Belt, Sun something. That name changes more.
In my underpants.
We got 65 Hard Rock Stadium.
Hard Rock
65
Stadium
326.
now.
65.
I feel like I knew that too. Yeah.
That's actually still pretty big too. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so a big game this week. 2 fan favorites. I'm very excited to say the least.
We did label it the People's
People's
game.
Bowl. Yeah, the
Yeah.
People's game. This is good. I like this, you know. Everybody gets their boxes this week. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it, dude.
Hawk loves boxing.
Well, I'll talk about
You
it.
bullied me into it.
I'll talk about it. I'll just say this.
You all bullied me into
Hold
it.
on. Stop.
I did not bully you.
Yeah. You
By
bu-
If anyone,
you guys bullied
I didn't
by-
more of a bully.
No.
from-
You guys
Nope.
bullied by
I don't
boxes.
consider you guys
No.
my friends if you don't buy a box.
No, was anyone who considers
Oh,
themselves
that's right.
my
You
friend.
put it on us. That's right.
Yeah,
I
you
forgot
did.
about that.
You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I did.
that's
No,
right.
I
You put it
did.
on
I
us.
did. And check it out.
Psychological bullying.
I think when everybody else jumped in, Jimmy felt he had no choice. I was kind of hoping when I was supposed to go. I was
And then
going
I-
for that.
So
That's
he
what I
was a
wanted.
little
And
manipulative.
You
then
know.
I got one, and then everyone else got two.
Well,
and I was
that's
like,
on you.
well,
That's
I'm not
just-
gonna be
that's
the
on
only
you.
guy who gets one.
That's
so
on you.
The problem is all
That's
the
on
good.
you.
You go to you know.
All the good numbers.
All the good
That
numbers
is
get
fucking
taken.
the dumbest shit I've ever
That
heard
was-
in my life.
Dude, the fucking,
All the good numbers are gone. I didn't fucking pick the numbers.
Dude,
though.
the fucking box isn't even drawn yet, and your grandfather's like, "I want 12."
Hold
or
on.
whatever it is.
And you know that my grandfather, he's never won. You know he's got 0-0? Like, I'm confused. Like, here's what I'd like to say about boxes, and then we'll move on to the first segment. I got into a $300 box. Okay?
I was
Wait,
talking.
You just can't help yourself.
No, wait, listen. Listen.
I hope you got fucking
Oh my god.
I know my numbers.
9-5.
All right. I know my numbers.
A nice 3-1.
I know my numbers.
What are they?
So this isn't quarters. It doesn't go by,
One set of numbers, all games.
no,
Every 35
one set of
seconds.
numbers, yes, but every minute
Okay.
that the score is on your number, you get paid. So every minute that
Ooh.
passes in the game, you get paid.
Jesus
So it's-
Christ, you really can't help yourself.
Is it 300 a minute?
It's like day
300
trading.
I forgot what it was.
God, dude.
Forgot what it was.
It's like fucking
Anyway.
day trading.
So
So,
you're
yeah.
committed to freak out for
Yeah.
the whole game.
Yeah. So whoever ends so
whole
for
game.
example,
Yeah.
whoever has 0-0 wins at kickoff $300.
Oh my goodness.
So every time the score changes,
Wild.
it's $300, and then after that, every minute the score stays that way, it's $150. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
So if this ball kicks off 0-0, that guy gets 300.
Yeah. Well,
And then-
wait.
Okay.
I got my numbers. That guy is me. I got 0-0.
No way.
So,
Nice.
So we're right off. We're hoping for a 3-0 game. We hope it ends 0-0. I mean, it can't end 0-0.
Cannot.
So we're hoping that the Bengals win 3-0. Oh, sorry, I lied.
3-0.
Rams win 3-0. And
Rams
in the
win.
last second. Well, because he's got the Rams to win, right? You have the Rams to win too,
I
right?
do have the Rams.
But you have the Bengals to win too.
Yes.
I haven't decided yet.
So
You're all over that.
well, here's what happened. So I told him I put in for the Rams to win the Super Bowl in Week 17 when they first legalized it in New York. And then I stayed away from the Bengals, and then they beat the Chiefs, and I'm like, I gotta get in on it, just in case. So I put it on the Bengals. But we're making money. We're making the money on the Rams, so we want the Rams.
Okay. Yeah. So, sometimes you get lucky with the boxes, see what happens. Probably a kick return to open the game.
Sometimes you do them for 20 years and never not once. So
probably a kick return to open the game.
Well, that's a conversation for later. But that's my favorite Super Bowl prop bet. So
no, I'm just saying if that happens, I don't win anything. And
yeah, that's what he's
a
saying.
0-0 doesn't win anything.
So the game can't just start. The first play has to be completed.
Yeah. So I need a touch. Really, we're rooting for a touchback, which I guess we'll get into. Touchback is crucially important for me. But anyway, first segment, away we go.
We got our cousin Sebi. We got to fire him up, get him on the FaceTime. He's coming in.
You want me to use my phone?
Fan. So let's talk about the big game going on this weekend. The actual gameplay on the field, not so much the bets,
not the glitz and glamour.
Yeah, not the stuff that people love the Super Bowl for, which isn't the actual game.
The halftime show. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
The halftime show and then the crazy gambling. But let's talk about the game now. I'd like to feel, in my heart of hearts, there's never been a quarterback that's been sacked 50-plus times and made it to a Super Bowl. And now you got to go block Aaron Donald. And Robert Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget the other defensive tackle's name. No one ever really remembers his name, but he's very solid too.
Sebastian Joseph Day?
No, not the guy I'm thinking of. And a
there.
certain guy named Von Miller, former Super Bowl MVP, right?
Yeah, he's
if I'm
pretty
not
good.
mistaken. So you only got a few.
He is that's the key.
A few all-time greats that you got to block.
That is the
while
key,
keeping up with Hollywood, Matt Stafford, and the Rams offense, which has shown themselves to be explosive as of late. And Matt's not making the mistake.
So 2 weeks have passed now, right? Well, a week and a half, right? And now we kind of get a feel for more so what we think, right? So obviously you think the Rams are going to win, right? That's pretty obvious. Right?
Yes, but
I think the Rams,
they're the better football team.
I think this is the first time I'm going to take an exact score just for fun. And I'm going to go 31-17.
Yeah, you think 2 scores?
The Rams. At the end of the day, Burrow's phenomenal, but at the end of the day, Aaron Donald's going to be the biggest difference maker. He knows he's 60 minutes away. Mm-hmm. Joe Burrow took a couple sacks in that game, throughout this playoffs, that show that he's still in his second year, right? So
yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
but I don't think it's all his fault.
No, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. But it's 12-yard sacks.
Right.
And you can't make that mistake with Jalen Ramsey on the field. You can't make that mistake with Von Miller and Aaron Donald. Yeah. Like, you can't get up. Like, if you give them a passing situation, like 3rd and 20.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Like, good luck.
That's all right.
Good luck.
If you find yourself running out of the pocket, you can't just heave it.
They're pinning their ears back. So that's how I feel. I feel the game gets away from them.
But they are a second-half team. The Bengals.
Of course, yeah, they are.
They definitely are.
The Rams have shown Sean McVay's whole career, but even this playoff run, to start to get conservative. Tom Brady and the Bucs came back on him.
He almost gets nervous.
Sean
because he doesn't want to make the mistake.
Does start to coach conservatively, which rightfully so to a degree. When you're up 23 points, 24 points in a playoff game, you start to get conservative. But now all of a sudden you're down 7, and it's run, punt. Turn it off. You gotta get the urgency back.
Just win the game. Just win the game. Go win it. Like I whatever. I get it. Like a lot of teams try to play to not lose, but playing to win is I feel like that's a proven formula. Play to win the game. Don't play to not lose. Like, that is the biggest thing. I mean,
learn from the most winningest coach in our lifetime, Bill Belichick. He never lets up.
Yeah, you just keep going.
He beat the Jets 45-3 on Monday Night Football.
Here's my thing.
10 years ago.
I can name, not off the top of my head, of course, but I can name more than a few games. I'll say 4, where the Bengals just literally did not show up. And I'm like, wow, they haven't not showed up for a while. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, but the reason that you feel that way, they dropped 4 of the last 5. You forget that this is a 10-7. Not you specifically.
No, yeah.
Myself included.
The feeling, yeah.
We tend to forget this is a 10-7 football team coming into the year.
Right. And I know they're hot,
but so were the
49ers.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's the Super Bowl. Cincinnati hasn't been here for a while. I mean, the way I see it is I think the offensive line holds up top for the first half. And then I actually kind of think maybe the opposite happens. Von Miller and all them just constantly wearing down on the line by the time the second half of the game comes.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
all right.
gonna
So
start.
you know how I feel.
I mean,
I say,
think about Aaron Donald. You're getting beat up. Von Miller's blitzing in all game. Like,
oh yeah. I mean, Aaron
and the
Donald's gonna have
Bengals
the
were
best game of
having
his career.
trouble with the Chiefs pass rush. No,
Yeah.
not like nothing
Well,
crazy.
I mean, yeah, they don't
but
have a
this
good
is
offensive
much
line.
They have
different
trouble
than
with everybody.
They don't have a
dude.
good offensive
The
line.
right.
Bengals-
But now they're versing probably one of the best.
Yeah.
They lost to the Jets.
Yes, they did. That's
They
right.
lost.
Early.
It was
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
their
yeah.
bad losses, and so did the Titans. And what happened to the Titans? Got smoked by the Bengals, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But Tannehill's not a playoff quarterback. That's neither here nor there.
I got
Um,
the Rams by
but-
2 scores. That's at the end.
Yeah,
We're
so
talking
this
about
is
the
what I
game.
wanted to ask you about because you kept suggesting that instead of just going for the regular hedge to get the Bengals with the points and
Yeah.
try to cover both of them.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to cover 5. The line's been bouncing between 4 and 5 all week. It's
Yeah.
probably going to land between 4, 4.5, or 5.
If it's not
I
4.5 or 5, I wouldn't even consider that if I were you.
They're not going to cover 4. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, but the gimmick is like so you know you're saying the Rams are going to win, right? So you're saying the
since
Rams,
November 1st.
right? So you're saying the Rams are going to win this game, right? Well, now we're talking about this game, and if the Rams win, you win X amount, right? And you know the Bengals in your heart. You say the Bengals are not going to win this game, right? Well, in your heart, could they cover it? So it's like you could be totally right on this game, and it could be a complete blowout till the fourth quarter when the Bengals just somehow backdoor cover, and it's an onside kick that doesn't matter at the end. That's recovered, and the game's over, and we go to the knees. And you could still somehow find a way to win. I'm just saying, if you are going to hedge, I would hedge the plus because the odds of them winning is even more unlikely. Now, could they, if they win, will you feel upset because you left a little money on the table? I guess, but you're still winning something, right? There's nothing to be won.
Here's how I feel about it. I know it's not the smart thing to say or not the smart way to bet. I'm not suggesting this to viewers if you want to win money. But what have we been saying all year making our play, like through the playoffs, making our playoff picks? I can't ride the Rams for a fucking calendar year and then back down when it matters the most.
Yeah.
The wager's
No.
been in since November 1st. I made it all the way here. Even if they lose and they get blown out, how often do you make a bet preseason or, not it's the week 8.
Well, yeah.
Halfway through the regular season or a preseason bet, unless you're one of these guys who makes 10 of them, you make one fucking future Super Bowl bet and you see the team get all the way there. I mean, I've fucking had my wagers worth of fun, even if they lose 27-3.
Yeah.
So the problem is,
So I'm willing to take my whole take because I've been backing this bet for so long now.
if I were you, I would probably wait for an end game if you were going to try.
That's what I want to do. Rams go up
Yeah.
by 10 or 14.
But you have to
and then
remember,
go.
when you hedge, right? Since we're not talking astronomical amounts of money, you're paying double juices every time, right?
Mhm.
So if you're giving the book a percent to place this bet, the Rams, and then you're giving it you're double juicing them, right? So this is how the book is making the money. This is how they're taking the advantage away from you. That for every 100 people that do that, they're making percentage back both ways. So it's like a lot of people say don't hedge unless it's like where you're talking about astronaut. If I told you, hey, Rams win, you win 500,000. Bengals win, you win zero. Then you're hedging and you're saying, I'll take my 250,000 and walk away no matter what.
Right.
But when you're talking money that's maybe not like that, if I were you, I'd probably just ride with the Rams. That's at this point.
That's kind of the feeling that I've been
And plus, I mean,
manifesting all week.
I thoroughly believe that.
I believe in Hollywood Matt Stafford.
So give me your
Yeah,
give
I
me
definitely
your give me your score prediction and who wins, even though we know who I think you're gonna say. Everybody's here, just so we.
I'm going to say 31-13.
See, I was going to say 31-13, and I said 31-17 because I gave a little bit more respect to
Because
Burrow at the end.
if it goes the way that I'm thinking with it, for this score to work out, we're talking about like another 17-0, 17-3 at halftime, and then the Rams get the ball back and fucking put another one in, and then they start to show life late, but it's too late.
Right.
Too late.
I'm kind of on board with that. What do you have? What do you have, Jack?
for the game, we always like to. Everybody has been zoning in on what the prime time play is because we're all talking about Aaron Donald, Von Miller, the defensive line, and a not atrocious, but a bad offensive line. You also got to look at the other playmakers on both teams. Cam Akers fumbles the ball in the playoffs multiple times. You can't just necessarily run the game at this point. I'm not confident in that run game by that guy. Then you look on the other side of the ball and you see Joe Mixon. That guy literally brought the life back into the Bengals in that Bengals Chiefs game.
I will agree with that.
No, I disagree with that. Samaje, the long screen to Samaje Perine is ultimately what brought them back to
but
life.
Mixon
Joe
played
Mixon
a very
is the
good
heart
game.
of that team. So I disagree with the statement, but I agree with the sentiment.
The whole point I'm trying to make is this game. It could be a battle this game, and for a final score, I could see 31-27. If we're seeing the Bengals, if they do show up, and I still like the Rams. If the Bengals show up, it could be a fun game to watch, and 31-27 looks really good to me.
And that means Bengals cover.
That does mean Bengals cover.
Yeah. Here's my thing with everything you just said, which I have no problems with what you just said. My issue is I have a few things.
He has no qualms with what you said.
No qualms, zero qualms, not a single one.
Understood.
Just some notes.
Largely, most of this Rams team, aside a few players, believe in their deepest heart of hearts that they're already one-time Super Bowl champions if they had half the quarterback that Matthew Stafford is. Been there, lost it. A lot of them probably had to face themselves in the mirror and wonder if they were ever going to be there again. Jamar Chase, rookie year, shattered all these records. Joe Burrow, only in year 2, only played in 10 games last year, whatever.
Yeah, in between
These guys,
eight, I think.
these guys were plus 10,000 at the start of the year. The Rams were, I think, plus 350 to start the year. I could be wrong about that, but my point is, we got one team that they're on top of the world. They're completely elated. Super Bowl media week. Deer in headlights a little bit. This is all so much, too much, too fast. Too much is happening too fast. Jalen Ramsey already knows what it's like to lose this game. Already had to wonder if he was ever going to be back. Aaron Donald already had to look himself in the mirror and wonder if he would ever be back. And now they have a guy that I believe everybody in that locker room, from the top of the front office all the way down to the placeholder, believes that Matthew Stafford is 1,000 times the quarterback Jared Goff.
Oh, I agree. I agree. What do you got? What do you have, Brian?
I'm kind of I was leaning a little bit closer to kind of where Jack was going, but not as close. I'm thinking it's going to be more like a 31-24.
So every single person said 31 Rams. Here.
How high is it going to go?
4 touchdowns and a field goal.
That's fine. Every single person which is I'm fine with.
But I kind of, and I know I'm just kind of repeating what everyone else said, but I see the game going the same way. Rams come out early, beat the brakes off them. Bengals come back, but it winds up being not enough. That's exactly what it's going to wind up being.
Here's my thing. If Bengals take the lead early, Stafford's not Goff. He'll get you back into the game. You have no
you don't have to worry about it.
He can throw you back into it if he needs to. Makes a good point. The run game needs to be really shored up here, and if they're gonna do that whole run punt, Cam Akers has got to secure the ball and get a few first downs.
Yeah.
And Sony Michel's been fine all year.
Right. And I was gonna say, unless they throw Sony Michel in and
they
let
could.
him.
And Hendo's healthy, isn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't play last week, but he was healthy. Yeah. So here's what I want to do real quick, and I'm talking real quick. Who's a better coach, Taylor or McVay?
McVay.
So we're giving McVay 4-0 across the board, right?
Yeah.
Who's better quarterback?
Matt Stafford.
So 4-0 across the board, right? Better receiving core.
The Rams.
Probably the Rams.
Okay. Offensive line.
The Rams.
The Rams.
Defensive line.
The Rams.
Okay.
Secondary.
Secondary cornerback play. Secondary.
The Rams.
Rams.
Right. So we're at
special teams.
Probably the Rams.
Probably the Rams.
Yeah.
But
Johnny Hacker.
oh no, well yeah. Best punter in football. But
That's a
Mac
weapon.
A.
so running backs.
And Matt
Running
Gay.
backs.
Yeah.
Maybe we give it to maybe that goes to the Bengals, right?
Probably for that.
But
Because Mixon's great.
you
And
see what I'm
P-Ryan
saying? Like
also.
it just seems to me if you're a better and you do that and you break it down like that and you're like, wait, what? It doesn't even make sense that it should
You
be
just
close.
gave me more reasons not to hedge.
Right. Exactly. It shouldn't this really shouldn't be close. So that's how I feel the game plays out, And again, it's about so much more. This game's always so much more than just a game because,
it's the people's game.
We'll be but we'll be betting on the coin toss and the national anthem and the Gatorade color.
Speak for yourself,
And
dude.
there's a lot of people out there that will be doing
Oh
that.
yeah, for sure. Go ahead, Jack.
This is the people's game, right? And you got two guys who are the guys. You got Matthew Stafford, who for his entire career has been the guy. Joe Burrow, who's in his second year, who is also the guy.
Trent Dilfer
100%.
has a word for these guys. They're dudes.
Dudes, yeah.
They're dudes.
Well,
It's just, you don't know. There's no way to describe it. You just look at him. You're like, that's a dude.
Which one comes out on top?
Well, we all just said Rams, I think, right? Here's to piggyback off of what you just said about on paper everything looks Rams, right? And a lot of people feel this way. On paper, this should be a Rams, and they have the potential to walk away with it if everything breaks their way. But that's why he's Joe Shiesty, right?
That is what makes him Joe Cool.
It's
Cool under
Moxie.
pressure.
it's not enough. It's not
something
enough,
that
though.
you can't put
You know-
on paper, and Joe Burrow is fucking oozing with it.
Let me ask you something. See, let me ask you a serious question, okay?
I'm all about serious
If the
questions.
49ers beat the Rams, would the 49ers be -3? Any answer other than yes?
I think they'd be -3.5.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think so too.
So what are you thinking about? Because it's not even close. It's not even close. If the 49ers are playing the Bengals, I'm riding the Bengals to this championship 100%. Because that's what you just said. He's got that it factor, right? That's great. But it's not the 49ers. It's the Rams. Matt Stafford has that it factor. The guy, I mean, we all forget. The guy ran downfield, faked a spike, right? Quarterback sneak with a dislocated shoulder to win the game instead of calling a timeout. The guy is a baller. Like, he is
Yeah.
a baller. Cooper Kupp is a certified legend at this point. Like, you're dealing with guys who are
Just another thing. Literally broke his hand in the middle of the game. Said, "Nah, I'll throw the ball. I'll win us this game."
There's a good chance that Aaron Donald goes down as a top 15 defensive lineman, probably, defensive end. I'm sorry, defensive tackle, but still.
Quick story about this guy. Joe Thomas, I believe.
Yeah.
On Marcelo this week.
Okay.
They were just, interviewing him, whatever.
Was he
saying.
skinny Joe Thomas?
I don't watch it. I listen.
Oh, okay.
They do it on Zoom.
Did he
anyway.
sound skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So they're talking about this and that or whatever, and it's Aaron Donald comes up because they're talking about the game, obviously, right? He's like, "Let me tell you a quick story about Aaron Donald." He's like, "We're playing the Rams, right? And they were in St. Louis at the time, and we're going to play them, and it's me and Joel Bitonio, who I think is still on the team.
He's still there, yeah.
And Alex Mack was the center.
He's an all-pro.
So they're like, "Oh, Aaron Donald, Aaron Donald, Aaron Donald." We get down on the field, and I'm like, "This guy? Like, he's 280 pounds. Like, what? Who?" Like, first play, we're running. I forget what the play it was, but Joel Bitonio pulls, and then it's a down block combo on the center. He's like, this guy blasted down Alex Mack, looked at me, forearm shivered me down, and made the play. And that's when I was like, this guy's for real.
This is going to be
He
tough.
just walked down an all-pro center and an all-pro left
Yeah.
tackle at the same and made the play.
Did you see, you got, everyone's probably seen this clip of DK Metcalf and him? When Metcalf
No, I
says
don't
he
think so.
could outbench him.
No.
No, I've never seen this.
They're on the full send.
You just know that's
hanging
not
out-
true.
The
Yeah.
Elk Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, they ask him, they're like, Metcalf, both there, and Metcalf goes, he said, I forgot who says it to Metcalf, but he goes, yo, you said before the show that you could outbench Aaron Donald? And he goes, like, he shakes his head, yeah, I think I can, And Donald goes, what you bench? And he goes, what do you bench? He goes, I rep 500. And Metcalf's face goes, huh? Like this. He's like, for real? And he's like, yeah. He goes, never mind. I cannot beat him. And then everyone was like, you rep 500? He goes, yeah, I rep 500. Like, what the fuck?
It's unheard of.
Like, what are you joking?
And that
me?
man's pushing people.
That's what I'm saying.
What happens if he pushes a normal-sized
Like,
human being?
First of all,
Hurts.
decimated.
I would die.
Rates that.
Dude, I would turn into dust. It would just like, poof, where'd he go?
Oh
he's
my
he's
goodness.
gone. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like I said, well, like really what you were saying too, that these guys on this side of the locker room, right, this side of the field, that are just too good, just have put in too much work. If you ask me today, is Joe Burrow ever going to get one? I would say yes. I just don't think it's
Well, if you
this
think
one.
about it, you can compare him to Patrick Mahomes, kind of. Second year Patrick Mahomes came and made the Super Bowl.
He won it though.
He won it though, but still
yeah.
made it. Not many rookie
And then he went back.
Make the
And then he
Super
went
Bowl,
back his third year
in their
and lost
second
it.
year.
So who knows? Who knows?
but he's still in the mix.
We ran down the list last week when you weren't here.
Oh.
It was Brady, Russell, Burrow.
Again, I said that.
I forgot.
We
ran
said
it
this
down
Monday.
last week.
We said
There's
this
like
Monday.
5 of them.
Okay.
And they're all timers.
We said this
Marino, I think.
Monday, right? And
Mhm.
if I told you to make a list of top 5 quarterbacks right now in the NFL, I don't think you'd put Burrow in it. But if I told you I'm starting a franchise tomorrow, you have the first pick.
Burrow's number 1. Yeah.
Would you take Burrow in the top 5?
You would have to, I feel like.
I
feel like you would have to.
Have to. But right now, he's not a top 5 quarterback. Is
No.
Matt Stafford? Probably not. If you're considering Brady's elimination now because he's retired, he may be the 6th. But he showed so much kink in the armor at the end. You know, and I think the big thing for them is McVay is going to be, he's going to want to control the ball because he's not going to want Stafford to make a mistake. But I think at some point, Stafford's just got to be who Stafford is.
He's going to want to
and
take
go.
controlled shots.
Go,
Which
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. I don't
that's
know.
fine.
I don't know.
You have to take control shots, bro. You have
I don't
Van
know if-
Jefferson, Odell Beckham,
Right.
and Cooper Kupp.
Shanahan might
Higbee's
be,
out, right?
Shanahan,
Still,
yes.
yeah, I think he's got an MCL strain.
Shanahan might be the only coach better than McVay at taking controlled shots.
Right, and I agree. I would agree with that statement. And also,
well, McVay comes from the Shanahan. lineage.
Right.
and
They're all from
Shanahan
the
has
tree, yeah.
Debo and Ayuk and Kittle, running nines fucking from the from the line. So
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Everyone's a running back.
But that's how I see the game playing out.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all in agreement there.
All right, so, well, no, this is probably more for the last segment. I won't bring that up. But do you think, this is what I was thinking about, I think the Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase matchup is going to be interesting. Do you think this becomes a big Jamar Chase game over Jalen Ramsey, or is this a huge T. Higgins game and
So-
Tyler Boyd game?
This is another thing we touched on last week.
Okay.
Well, barely, but yeah.
We touched on it.
Okay.
What do most teams do? Jalen Ramsey doesn't follow receivers. So
Right,
what
okay.
do most teams do? They're going to naturally want to put Jamar Chase away from him.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to send the double teams to Jamar Chase, and Ramsey's going to lock up Higgins or Boyd or whoever's on Ramsey's side for that play. It's the Belichick.
I'm the
method.
only one that thoroughly believes
He's gonna shadow-
Tyler Boyd
Boyd.
over 40 yards.
I could see it.
Because he's going to be the guy on one-on-one coverage that
It's Higgins has been that guy all through this run though.
but it's not. But I think Higgins at this point is not. I see what you're saying. I see it. I get it. But I think Higgins is going to line up against Ramsey more than Boyd is. I think they are more afraid of Higgins. That's what I think.
Right, but you know
Yeah.
Taylor's creative,
Just 'cause he's so much
he'll
taller,
find
too.
Ways,
He'll find ways to get chased the ball. But what's 2 receptions for 8 yards? You gotta. I don't know.
For me, as somebody who is a fan of T. Higgins, I love that guy because rookie year, I picked him up as a free agent in fantasy, and I was like, okay, this guy's putting up points. Let me pay attention to him when I watch. Guy's a 6'4" receiver. He's run. I don't think he ran a 4.3, close to it.
Well, yeah,
He
maybe
Close
definitely didn't run a 4.3.
no 4.5.
definitely
Point
not.
is, guy's quick.
Yeah, 100%.
Guy's got great catching radius, has good route running, solid receiver, and he's 6'4". He's
And he-
my height.
And he came out of one of the biggest NFL wide receiver factories in college football, being Clemson.
Yeah.
As
Sammy
some,
Watkins, DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Williams. Let me know Hunter Renfro. Tell me when to stop.
So
my point being, if there's ever a time for this guy, and I feel like he's suffered greatly in the shadow of Jamar Chase, and all props to Jamar Chase, love him.
I disagree with that, but continue.
I love this guy, and I want to see him ball out. I feel like that it's there, everything's there, and if Ramsey's on him, whatever happens, I wish the best for that guy, and I hope this is like the holy shit. There's 2 guys now that we got to worry about. Just this big.
I already feel that way. Like every big third down, whenever they needed a big play and all the focus was on Jamar Chase, who's catching the ball and then breaking off 12
Higgins.
more yards. Oh, look, there's T. Higgins.
here we
again.
go. Here we go. 14 receptions on 23 targets for 209 yards, no touchdowns, but a long of 44 yards for T. Higgins. So 14 receptions, 23 targets. Chase has 20 receptions, 27 targets, 279 yards and a touchdown. So Higgins is averaging 15 yards per reception.
Jesus. Yeah.
Tyler Boyd in the playoffs is 10 for 14 with 62 yards and a touchdown. He's averaging 6 yards. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's T. Higgins over 40. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Either way, I would be very cautious in taking an over for Jamar Chase.
If I was going to be looking at an over receiver prop, which over 4.5, I think it is 5, whatever that number is, I would go that way.
Yeah, Beckham seems to be the guy. He's the guy for me too. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the postseason stats. Yeah, here we go. So right now we got Cooper Kupp, 25 catches for 32 targets, 15 yards a catch, 4 touchdowns, 386 yards.
Yeah, dude's a monster.
That's wild.
Beckham is 2 at 19 catches, 23 targets, 236 yards. So he's putting up basically Jamar Chase numbers from the 2 spot. 1 touchdown, just like Jamar Chase, 12.5 yards per catch. And then it really drops off. Van Jefferson only has 5 catches for 9 yards in the postseason. Higbee has 9 catches in the playoffs.
Lost
and
a lot of touchdown bets on Van
and
Jefferson.
and Blanton, the guy who filled in, has 7. So Blanton's 7 for 7.
Yeah, Blanton was getting the ball last game a lot.
I bet on him last week.
I did. I put him in for a touchdown. Yeah.
He got it. Yeah, he hit it.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. All things to consider.
One more thing I'll touch up on. CJ Uzama is going to try to go. Sprained MCL in the championship
Touchdown
game.
monster.
Going to give it his best to go. So
Drew Sample
take that for what it is. Let's go to break. All right, guys, listen. Pat McAfee said it best. You got to look good to feel good. You got to feel good to play good. Well, we're going to help you guys look good with Saatchi di Dinero. All right, it's the finest Italian material. It's fire. It's comfortable. And we got a saving for you. All right, you're going to use promo code HAVOC for 10% off your total purchase at SaatchiDiDinero.com. Also, check them out over at Instagram at Saatchi di Dinero. Saatchi di Dinero, always authentic, never counterfeit. Welcome back, everybody. As always, best way to support the show is to support the sponsors. You support the sponsors, you support the show. Maybe we might have Liquid Death as a sponsor for Season 3. You never know how it works in the world of podcasting. It's time for everyone's favorite part of the Super Bowl. People that don't watch football, people that don't watch sports, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle. Everyone loves the Super Bowl prop bets, and I'm not talking about over-unders on stats. I'm talking about the fucking bonkers shit. Right? We're talking Natty Anthem. We're talking color of the goddamn Gatorade. We're talking will the opening kick be a fucking touchback or not? We're talking coin flip, which is ridiculous. I saw an old meme resurface today. Don't know how many years ago it was, but it was a tweet that like they made a meme and it said, so I'm at a Super Bowl party and a massive fight just broke out between a couple because the wife found out the husband bet $500 and lost on the coin flip.
That's tough.
I mean, that's the game you play.
You start off your night pretty tough.
Yeah. See, I don't like doing that. You start your night a loser right away.
Never a good time.
Excuse me.
But
go ahead. Start us off, Jack.
All right.
Just give us one. It doesn't have to be,
Well, for me, I like to.
But I just want to be honest with you right now, okay? I need to point this out. You have the odds up. Do you have the odds of your bet?
I do not have the odds.
All right,
of my
so
bet.
Jim, you start us off.
I have 0 odds.
Oh my God! Here we go. I'll start us off.
Well, so
I'll
first
start
of
us
all,
off.
I don't really need the my favorite one, which is will the opening kickoff be a touchback or not? Is always like plus 110, minus 110, or plus 120, minus 120. It's always like that. If it's a touchback, it's minus. If if it won't be a touchback, it's plus. So that's what I didn't look it up because they're usually always the same. No touchback. It's never a touchback, dude. Teams don't want to give up the extra 5 yards on the touchback nowadays because it's to the 25 instead of the 20. So they just kick it to the fucking 3 or the 2 and make you run it out. Happened last year. Exactly how I said it would happen last year. They kicked it down to the 4. Guy didn't even have to run out of the end zone. No decision to be made. and it's chaotic.
Yeah, it is pretty chaotic.
And it's a little bit. I mean, it's really kind of feels like a coin flip, but it's better than an actual physical coin flip. Like I'm a degenerate, but I don't have a problem. I'm not betting on a coin flip.
Yeah, well.
That's my take on it. I know you're a fan of the coin flip.
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
only,
you're
I
not?
mean, you could get me to bet on it.
And
Like,
people
I will
like-
do it.
We have a few friends or former friends or people we used to hang out with that believe that it's always going to be tails.
Oh, I know you're
Yeah.
It's always going to be tails. And you look at it, how many? This is Super Bowl 56.
Yeah, and it's fucking tells 28 times.
It's 28 and 27,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
So it's
I'm not
almost-
buying that.
It's
I'm not
almost
buying that.
50%.
All right, here we go. Here's what I saw. Very interesting. $15. Will both teams score a defensive or special teams touchdown? $15 wins you $1,500.
I think it's hard to make the case for the Bengals.
How you figure?
Easy for
How
the
you
Rams,
figure?
though.
How you figure? Matt Stafford has the most pick sixes all year out of any quarterback.
I just don't think it's
Tied.
Tied is still number one. It says T1 or 1T, whatever you want
I
to
thought
do.
Lawrence passed him at the end of the year.
Doesn't matter. All right, so he's two. He's two. Let's just say he's two. All
Stop
intents and
fucking
purposes.
disrespecting
he's
my
two.
boy.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm saying he don't let one slip every now and again.
But he hasn't.
But is he
ever.
going to let it slip in the Super Bowl? I feel.
Listen,
I
I'm
just
just
don't-
saying.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I could definitely see the Rams getting a scoop and
Mhm.
score.
If
Mhm.
Matt
You've seen it a million
Stafford,
times.
if Matt, sorry to cut you off.
No,
If
you're
Matt
good.
Stafford, if you were half the man that I believe you are in my heart of hearts, you will not throw a pick six on Sunday.
What does it matter if he throws a pick six and wins 47-2? To 10. To 2. To 10.
fucking then he'd be a wizard.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
10.
He won 40.
If he throws a pick and wins 47-10, then what's the problem? There's no problem.
Okay, but we're not going to talk. No, not.
Listen,
What
if
are
you
the
bet
odds
on
if you
both-
throw a pick six, the odds of you throwing a pick six and still winning it being on the winning end of a blowout are not high. But that's why I went. 'cause
All
I'm
right.
not going to digress.
Listen.
on this. Brian has a point. He has to
wait.
get out.
Okay, go ahead. No point?
No point.
All right.
I was good.
So if you bet on one team to score a defensive touchdown, it's like 15 to win 75. So if you bet 15 on both teams to score a defensive touchdown individually, and then you bet 15, so it's a $45 bet. If one team scores a defensive touchdown, you're in the green. And now you're just waiting. You're just hawking. You're just hawking a pick six. You're waiting
Looking
for
to
it.
go for a triple up.
Just saying. Just saying. That's all. That's all. That's a good one. Or it's not. Whatever.
No,
Odell
I mean, listen,
Beckham over 80 receiving yards. I'll
Yeah.
go.
I'll go over
Alt,
catches.
alt.
on
I
that.
would go over.
Alt. He's got. I think it's.
Alt.
I think what it is. Well, you have to. I think.
No,
I
no.
think. I think it's 45.
Yeah.
I'll
45, 50, something like
yeah,
that.
I'll-
Yeah,
I'll
because
get
he's
on
at
that.
63 regularly, so it probably is.
If the over under on catches is 4.5 or 5, something like that, then the yards probably are going to be around.
I know we were
45,
talking
50.
a lot about Mixon. What do you think about over 62.5 for Mixon? Too much?
Tough.
I
Feels
just
like it's
get
too
worried
much.
about shootouts.
Right, I feel
and
like it's
the
too
running
much.
game goes by the wayside, and even if the running backs get involved
And-
in the passing game, it's probably going to be P-run.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, so they got Matthew Stafford over 5.5 rushing yards. What do you think? Think he gets a little jiggy with it and scrambles up 10 yards? No,
I
not
don't
feeling
think so.
Joe Burrow is 11.5. I don't like that either.
Funny story. Joey won. He bet on Joe Burrow to get 12 rushing yards in one of the games where I think it was against the Titans. Yes, it was against the Titans where he had like 30 rushing yards. Then he kept getting sacked and sacked and sacked over and over and over again. I'm like, dude, you're going to keep losing. He wound up finishing with 13. So he just got it.
What about Jamar Chase rushing yards?
Rushing yards?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
3.
rushing yards?
Easy.
Right.
Do
First,
they use him that often?
well, they probably
Well,
will get him
They're going to
involved
find ways to get him the ball.
if they're going to
yeah,
double
that's
him.
true.
If they're going to
You
double
just
him.
hope to God if that jet sweep comes, fucking Joe hands it off and not shovel passes it, because then it's a pass.
How about Tyler Boyd? 4.5 receptions.
Can I ask you something?
And they got him at 40 yards.
That's Boyd?
Boyd.
What'd I say?
No,
Over 40.
Under.
Under.
All right. I'm okay with that. T. Higgins, 70.
Hold on, I want to ask Brian something. Is Joe Burrow your brother's guy right now?
Yeah, he likes him
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
seems like
He
he'd
likes
be
Joe
your
Burrow a
brother's
lot.
guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Who?
Joey.
Joey.
I thought
Loves
he was a
Joe
Ravens
Burrow.
fan.
Yeah, he is a Ravens.
Yeah, he's a
fan,
Ravens.
but
Joey is
Oh,
more.
that's
Joey's a
hold on.
fan of
Hold
football.
on. Hold on.
Unacceptable.
Let me just put this out for you. College football. This
Yes.
is Joey. College football. NFL. he is more likely
For
to root
those-
for a
for
player he
those-
likes in college.
For those that are watching, college football, NFL, just so we could, because it's
Yeah.
off screen.
No. But you know what I'm saying. Like he gets more excited about people coming out of
like
college
players instead of
yeah.
teams. Okay,
like he's
'Cause-
hyped that Lamar Jackson's on the Ravens.
'cause,
Don't get me wrong.
You know,
but
that's a tough case to make to be a Ravens fan and also
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe
but Joey's not like a diehard.
he's not a diehard
He's
Ravens
not a
fan.
diehard
by any
Ravens.
means.
107 receiving yards for Cooper Kupp.
See, even that feels high to me.
Well, that's super high.
It always feels high, and then he hits over.
That's super high to me. That is super high.
107 in the Super Bowl, dog. Go ahead, Jack.
Well, let's get a little spicy here.
Love spicy food.
Longest play
44 yards. My
No.
guess.
per player. Little prize picks action for you. We have some prize
Shout out
picks.
Prize Picks. Even
Shout
though
out
those dicks
Prize
won't
Picks.
get back to us.
now he's
Fucking
being
Gavone.
aggressive for no reason. I gotta tell
It's
you.
not no reason. It's because I'm confident in the product. God damn it.
I will tell you this, and I really, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. They still owe me money. I've been waiting 32 days since withdrawal. I haven't gotten paid yet, so I'm a little uncomfortable.
It's not a good
I'm
sign.
a little uncomfortable.
I think you need to replace another withdrawal request because I get my money on time all the time. And let me say, Prize Picks, I love you. Please.
He just said, "I love you, please." Please what?
Please.
I
let's
love
get some
you.
good odds.
Please, please give me a sponsorship.
Yes.
I want my mullet plastered all over the Prize Picks.
Can we get a moonshot special on Wednesday? Fuck.
Listen.
So go ahead. What's your?
They
Prize
don't.
Picks
They
on?
must not pay out above $100. That's probably what it is.
Oh my God! Shots all over the place, dude.
up with the claims department. Let them know.
There is no claims department. They don't want the smoke, dude. Anyway, go ahead. Tell
Back
us
to
what
the
you got.
point. Little T. Higgins action. Longest play.
30,
Oh, go for a guess. Yeah. sure.
32 yards.
James.
31 yards. I don't know.
Brian.
32.
24 and a half. How do you feel?
That's still a lot, though.
This man has no faith.
It's just that's. We're not talking about total 24
No,
yards.
I know.
One play, 24 yards.
25 technically. 24 and a half.
I mean, it's a lot.
He's uncomfortable, dude.
It's a lot. I don't
You're
feel
making
great
him
about it.
uncomfortable.
I don't feel great about
Well,
that.
let me ask you, how do you feel?
I wouldn't touch it. But I'm not uncomfortable about it, but I wouldn't touch it.
Now,
No, I'm just.
You fucking
I
deep
don't-
breathing, you're pulling your hair. Like, what the
Go.
fuck? It's not that big of a deal. He's
Hit the
only.
vape.
Jesus Christ.
let's flip it over then. Jamar Chase, the line is 27 and a half. How do you feel then?
that I feel better
Jamar
about.
Chase is going. I think that would
That
be
I
over
feel
27
better
and a
about.
half.
But
What's
30
what's
yards
Cooper
is
Kupp?
still a long play.
Just so everyone knows, as Jack's reading this out, I had all of these props. I was actively looking at them, and I felt good about both ones that he mentioned.
What's Jamar Chase's
Yeah.
longest play? I mean, sorry, Cooper Kupp, 31.
28 and a half.
Smash that. Smash the other two.
Smash is a tough word, dude. We don't use smash here unless it's a guaranteed lock. That's a
We
tough.
I feel like that's a smash.
We like to use a nice big swing.
What could I say then? Mash it, hammer it, dude. What do you want me to say?
Somebody stop
it.
the tape and tell me right now, will there be an octopus be? What does that mean?
Oh, I knew what that meant.
What the fuck is will there be an octopus?
No, it was. I think if the score ends in an 8, either way, I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. Let me look it up.
Like the
What?
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 See, we're learning something. I don't know. Brian's on it.
Will there be an octopus? I tell you, it's plus 1,400
Why
odds.
don't fucking sports books? Why don't we use English? What's wrong with just English? Why are you?
Hey,
reading
will
me through
there
a
be an
fucking-
octopus, baby?
All right, you ready? It's not what I thought it was.
It's get an octopus.
It is. I knew this, but it wasn't what I thought.
An
it
octopus
was.
thrown onto the field?
No. An octopus occurs when the same player that scores a touchdown then also scores the 2-point conversion. That is an octopus.
What?
That's wild.
In
dude.
the high holy hell?
That is fucking wild.
6
Just for-
players. Hold on. Got something for you here. I just saw it right after. 6 players have done this season. We got Michael Pittman, Danny Amendola, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Dalton Schultz, Mark Andrew, and Quintez Cephas. 2 Lions on there. Getting 2.
They were chasing points a lot. It made sense.
Well, that's
dude.
why When you chase points, you get octopuses. You got to get 8 points.
I kind of.
Dude, fucking for plus 1400.
Why not, dude?
Why the fuck not? You don't gotta pick
Listen,
the player. Just will there be one?
Could you see it
I
now?
love that. That's chaotic.
Could you see now Cooper Kupp catches the touchdown, catches the 2-point?
Nah, personally, Odell.
Okay, I could see Odell off the bomb and then gets it on some like trick play and
Slant-
2-point
a
conversion
slant-
or something.
No, a fucking slant or a fade option at the goal line.
Spicy.
Odell takes like a dig route 30 yards into the end zone, and then they call his number again on the fucking fade into the corner of the end zone.
If you want to know real quick.
Yeah.
Todd Gurley leads all players in the NFL with 4 octopi. Hall of Fame wide receiver Randy Moss is the second best. He's got 3. So just some
This
fun
is a
facts on
fucking
there.
stat I never knew existed, and now I'm into it. I'm rooting for octopi every week now. Why can't I get will there be an octopus?
Why can't you get that every?
week, dude?
Yeah.
Why can't I get
Why
that
can't
every
you
week
get that?
for plus fucking
I'm confused about that too.
for plus 500 or something?
All right, let's go to the no-brainers. Matt Stafford. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow over completions 24.5. That's got to be over.
That's easy. Yeah.
If they win this game, if they plan on winning this game,
I think regardless, over.
36 passing attempts for Burrow.
Over.
Yikes, that's way over. I feel like that's a parlay like ready to smash. Longest completion for Burrow 38.5. I don't know about
I
that.
don't like that one.
I don't feel good about that.
seems like a tie.
Either quarterback throw for 350 yards.
350 is fucking so much,
Yeah,
dude. I
that's a
cannot
lot.
express this enough. No.
That's a
That is
lot.
so much.
It's a lot.
You like
Joe Burrow exact passing touchdowns.
2, 3.
3 is plus 450. 2 is plus 210.
0. How about
Plus 500.
0?
Matt Stafford, same thing. 0 is plus 800.
No, I want to go. What's fucking 4 for Stafford?
4 or more is plus 550.
0 on Burrow, 4 or more on Stafford,
Guys making me
and we're going
excited
plus
over here.
1,000 in total.
Let's see. Cooper Kupp yards on first reception. And Jamar Chase, same number.
Exact or
Over
over?
under, yeah.
13 yards per cup.
They're the exact same.
They're the exact same.
Yeah.
10 and a half.
I mean, you could go 13. That's fine.
I'm gonna go with 13 for both.
What are you going to say?
11 and a half.
What are you going to say?
12 and a half.
Okay, if you want to. Wait, what do you got?
13.
We have a bing bong. 11 and a half. Ooh, see that little swerve? I
Cocksucker
swerved him. I
am.
swerved
Oh my
him.
God.
He got excited. Beckham, first reception, over under.
9 yards.
4.5 yards.
Oh my god. You take the over if that's the case.
Why?
I'll say 10 and a half.
10 and a half, 9, 9 and a half.
All right.
So check this one out. This one's cool. Player
Under.
to player. What?
Under.
You think?
Under his first reception? Yeah.
Maybe an out.
Catches
right?
a bubble screen
quick
and
out.
goes
Yeah.
for 1 yard.
A quick
Yeah,
out,
that's true.
That's why I said 4.5. Like,
Player to make the first reception. That is brutal.
That's tough.
Before you keep going, this is why I said 4.5 and why I say under because
He's got to defend himself.
because it's the first catch they make, right?
No. Oh yeah, their first catch.
It's their first catch that
You're
they
saying
make,
get him involved. Like,
which usually happens when first drive when you're on a script. And what do people do a lot on the first drive? They throw little
RPO.
bubble screens.
Yeah.
They throw little slants. You don't want to fucking come out and rip one down the
sling it down the
field.
field.
Unless the first target to Odell is on like 3rd and 9 or
Yeah.
something, you know? But if it's a first down target, it's probably going to be a bubble screen, a slant, whatever you want to do. So that's all I have to say about it and why I say under.
Go ahead.
Here's a nice little fun one for you. Matt Gay, PATs made. What do we think the line is?
2.5.
I'll say 3 and a half.
3.5, I think.
Bing bong, 2.5.
All right.
See, you can tell a lot. You can tell a lot by that. See that?
The chef's kiss.
You can tell a lot by that. Jack, what can you tell by that? Let's take you to school. What can you tell by that?
I can tell that there's a confident man sitting in that seat right now.
Well, thank you, sir.
What do the numbers tell you?
Yeah. What is that? How do you think they think the game?
Let me ask you what the odds on that is.
The odds?
Yeah.
Well, we have a little prize pick specialty for that one, so I couldn't give you the odds
okay.
on that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Got
So-
a lot of fun prize picks one here. We got punts, gross punt yards, longest gross punt yards, time of possession
Yeah,
allowed?
but what's the point of
What-
doing prize
yeah.
picks if they won't withdraw my money?
Well, if
Yeah,
you're a
it's
young
a-
lad like me and you're below the age of 21 in the
Hold
state
on.
of New York,
Stop it. What do the numbers tell you? Over under 2.5. Over under 2.5 extra points made. What does that tell you? You can say you don't know. That's fine. Alcino will educate you.
I don't know. Educate me.
Okay, so minus 115 is over 2.5, right? So the book is telling you that he's more likely going to go over 2.5 than go under. Barely, but it is, right? Which means they would need to score 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Which means at the least amount, the book has the Rams for 21 points, right? And in those 3, now they have to have Stafford for probably
1.5.
1.5 touchdowns, but that's where it gets weird because so you're saying they got 3 touchdowns, right? So now I'm going to say to you, Rams scored 3 times. How do they score? 1 running and 2 passing, or 3 passing and no running? How do they score? So you can kind of piece the game together off. Now, minus 115 is a little but if you find one that's like minus 165, you can start tailoring the game that way, and literally fill it. It's weird. Does it work all the time? No. Sometimes it works. You look like a genius, but
hey, that's gambling for you. Let's get a little silly.
all right. I feel like we've been pretty silly, but go ahead.
We're gonna get sillier. We're gonna talk about one of the silliest bets that occurs on the big game Sunday.
Okay.
National anthem.
Oh, yep.
What is the over under?
Oh, I
Uh,
think last year
national
it
anthem.
was
I'm pretty sure it's
230, but
I'm pretty sure
I'll
it's
check it this year.
135 right now.
130.
Who's singing it? Do we know? Is
Yeah.
it someone significant?
She's gone over.
We're talking about singers over under stats. It's incredible.
This singer's gone over the last 9 times she sung the national anthem.
What does that tell you?
Take the under.
She's one for the Astros.
She likes to take her rest.
Yeah, but
Speed up.
I would bang the
LA.
under. Yeah.
House is full of stars. This is where you could make a career off of this.
Nah, I
national
think
anthem.
you're nervous and you want to get it. You're just trying to get through it. I don't know who she is, So
Yeah, I don't know
you
who it is. It's
She's not Beyonce. Like if she was Beyonce, she's trying to turn up. That's one thing.
Or
But
like fucking Fergie loves stretching it. Like the one time Fergie.
yeah,
went,
but Fergie,
she smashed
I don't.
through
I
it.
don't want to disrespect Fergie, but it was just an okay anthem.
Yeah, it was just okay. That's fine.
I don't really hear many good anthems. You have the time?
I don't have the time.
I did find another prop that we could.
Let
Go
us have
ahead,
it.
fire away.
So I found this on our site. They had it last year. Super Bowl MVP, first person they thank in the speech. I don't know if you guys remember this from last year.
Yeah, my team. I got
So
you.
we
Got to
got-
thank my.
We got team, God, family, city, coaches, and team owner.
No, it's this team. This teammates.
No, God.
No,
if it's
no.
Stafford,
God's
it's
plus
God, bro.
300. We got plus
If it-
300.
300 on God.
No, all right,
But it
so-
ain't Stafford.
Show me God for 300.
Yeah,
dude.
show me God for 300.
It ain't Stafford.
I'm just saying, you play the numbers. We think the Rams are going to crush them. If the Rams crush them, Stafford throws 3 touchdowns. More often than not, the quarterback is going to get the MVP.
Super Bowl MVP this year
Go ahead.
Matthew Stafford.
is it
Just
Aaron
say Aaron Donald. He said it last
Donald.
week.
Aaron Donald.
That's fine. Do what you will with that. That's a long shot that could become a short shot within 2 plays or so.
Yeah.
But history tells us the winning team's quarterback is probably going to win.
Okay.
Matt Stafford is a good old boy from Texas. He's
Good
a
old-
church-loving
good
American
old
who is
boy.
100% going to thank God, his wife, the team, the city, in that order.
No,
Parlay
I'm not
that
asking you to
for
put it
me.
in order.
give me God for 300.
Hold
Give me
on.
God for 300.
Hold on.
The real question for
Aaron
you
Donald bench presses 500 pounds. How dare you? First of all. Second of all,
And if Joe Burrow wins, give me Cartier. The sunglasses.
you think
company.
he'll go first with Cardi?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. My Cuban cigars and so,
Coach Urban Meyer for believing in Dwight Haskins instead of me.
oh my God.
I meant to bring that up. Let's all just remember that Urban Meyer, with this shit show that just happened in Jacksonville, was the same guy who decided, Burrow, you're not good enough. We're going with Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, and then he transferred out to LSU. But that's besides the point. So, Panthers versus Broncos, Super Bowl. Carolina wasn't really supposed to be there. They were a decent team. They weren't great, but they were there.
Cam Newton MVP season.
Yeah, 100%. They had a bad offensive line. Denver had the best defense. Von Miller was in his prime. Von Miller won MVP, took advantage of the bad line. Flash forward 6 years later.
Yes, but you're also talking about noodle on Peyton Manning at that point.
100. Okay, that's fine.
Everything lined up for Von Miller to win that one.
Okay, that's fine.
Matt
That's
Stafford is
fine.
not that.
That's
Carry on.
fine.
Carry on.
I just don't think Stafford does enough by himself to win. It's going to be so hard when Cooper Kupp ends up with 11 catches, 118 yards, and 2 scores to give it to Stafford when Kupp has that performance. 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and a recovery, 1 play. He forced the fumble and recovers it on a sack, and then he gets 1 more sack throughout the game. Could be enough in a close game.
Can I interject?
Go ahead.
The last time the Rams played in the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember who they played?
Giants? No.
No, the Patriots.
Oh,
Rams-
right. Recently. Jesus Christ.
Rams couldn't have played the Giants.
Yeah,
in the Super Bowl.
I know. I made a
They
mistake.
played the Patriots.
I panicked.
and
honestly.
and the Patriots only scored 1 touchdown in that game, right? Correct me if I'm wrong about that. It's a touchdown and a bunch of field goals,
Yeah, it was a tough
right?
game. We
Like
watched
20
that,
points they got to, I think,
yeah.
and it was 1 touchdown and a bunch of field goals. And Sony Michel, I believe, banged that touchdown in from the goal
And
line.
Edelman won the MVP.
But did Edelman win that MVP?
Yeah.
Right. What do you have? 11 catches, 103 yards, and the 2-point. No, did he have a 2-point
I don't know.
conversion?
I'll look
Whatever
it
it
up.
was.
He was electric.
Yeah.
Are you looking it up, Brian? He was electric that game. That was an electric game. So
Here's the real
But
question.
my point being, I never really tied that together. The point being is that there were no passing touchdowns thrown in that game. So do you like Tom Brady didn't do enough because he didn't throw any touchdowns? And,
well, I mean that'll do it. Yeah.
but is that going to happen? I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
Go ahead, Jack.
For you, Mr. Alcino, the real question is, with your MVP, Aaron Donald,
Mm-hmm.
is he a man of God?
No. I mean,
What?
probably.
How do you know that?
No, I'm not gonna say. Is that insulting?
I don't know.
Did I just insult
You
him?
just said a pretty you took a hard stance on something.
Well,
I feel like
no-
you have no
No.
actual
What
basis.
my hard stance was. I know who he's thanking first. I don't know. I can't. I'm not fucking Jimmy.
Hey, listen,
I didn't have a vision
I'm going
of fucking
God.
4 in a row. He just named all 4 in a row. It's God, family, teammates, the owner, the city.
God, my wife, my team.
Aaron Donald goes, I want to thank these boys, these teammates of mine. And we all know without God, I wouldn't be here. But these teammates.
that's right.
I think you're wrong.
No,
I think God for plus 300.
Well,
no
I
matter
mean,
what.
if we want to realistically break it down, if you don't thank God, he's number 1. You ain't here without God, pal. First, you got to be born in a fucking frame like he is.
Yeah.
Right? Let's
Everyone first.
just go there.
Well, but, I mean, yes and
Well,
no.
no, because I could have the exact same drive that Aaron Donald has, and I'll never have his
Right.
strength.
Right, but you.
So God ruled me out.
But you were never playing. You know, this is similar to like when Ray Allen fired back when everyone said that he was God's, he had a God's gift and he was a gifted shooter. And he's
Yeah.
like, hold on a second, I played center and I couldn't shoot for shit, and I earned that and I became that.
Okay,
Aaron-
different.
No, not different. Let me finish. Aaron Donald is 5'11", 6 feet tall, maybe 280 pounds. How many D1 defensive tackles have that frame? He's nothing special in terms of his size and his stature and his
Clip it.
frame. What makes him special is that he has a workable frame and his work ethic.
100%. I agree.
There's plenty of guys that are fucking his size
Just
that
not
are
me.
nowhere near.
There's 2 people in
Right.
this room.
But my point.
There's 2 people in this room that, no matter how hard they worked, weren't going to be a professional football player. However, there are 2 people in this
There's
room.
4 people in this room.
No, there are 2 people in this room that will fit a frame for a professional football player.
I guess.
I don't know what position, but there are 2 in this room. There are 2 that we never had a shot. Shout out Brian. But there are other 2 people that, what are you?
I'm 6'4",
Yeah.
about 315.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
gonna say 320. but-
I don't even know if Ronald Donald will push you down.
Okay, hold on.
Listen, bud, relax.
Let's
You're
start-
talking about your man who benches 500.
No. I wanted Jack to be like, well,
What's the
maybe he
mo-
wouldn't. And then
No,
me
no,
fucking
no.
freak out.
I know my place now.
Now. But
My-
17-year-old Jack, dude? No chance.
No way.
Aaron Donald met his match.
No way, no how. So I'm sticking with God for 300. You're going team. What's the odds on?
I don't know what
team?
the odds of team are, but I'm going with
I
team.
think team was 600. Let me go back to it real quick.
Doesn't matter
Also,
what-
Julian Edelman was the MVP. He had 10 for 141, no touchdowns.
10 for 141.
141,
No
yeah,
touchdowns.
yeah,
I thought it was
okay.
11.
Wow, Curry is just...
doing live basketball commentary on the show?
No, just
What's up with Seth?
fear. 0 for 8 shooting, 0 for 5 from downtown. Seth, not
Yeah,
Seth.
no, I
And
know.
4 fouls. 19 minutes. Love it. Excellent stuff.
Should we do Gatorade? Let's do Gatorade.
Yeah, I don't usually do Gatorade.
Yeah,
but
they're
I'll
both
do
in
it.
the same thing.
No,
so
I
go
know,
for
but
Gatorade.
this is a.
All right.
Oh, wait,
This
hold
is
on.
another classic one for the casuals.
Before we jump into Gatorade, you had plus 600. Family was plus 600.
Yeah, give me.
So
No, teammates.
teammates was minus 140.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take God for plus 300.
No,
Suck,
take the
dude.
money when you can take it, dude.
No, going God.
Got
First and
Gatorade up,
foremost,
too.
God.
You have to understand, God's presence is there, but you can't see him, right? So these reporters come up to you, they put a fucking thing in your face, and they go, "Who do you want to thank?" And you're staring at your teammate. And you're like, "I want to thank him. I want to thank him right here."
No.
And then I want to thank
what do every single one of these players have
I know.
on underneath their shoulder pads?
A heart? Oh.
Wearing.
I hope so, dude.
What do they have on their bodies? Underneath
Biologically.
Their shoulder pads?
You gonna
Most
say
of them
cross?
have chains with the cross.
Yeah,
on
that's
it,
what he's
yeah.
saying.
I get what you're saying, but you know.
And the reason that I'm hedging that bet, not hedging the bet, but the reason I'm doubling down on that bet, like I already said, is because I know if Stafford wins, he's going to thank God first. In my heart of hearts, Stafford's going to say, first and foremost.
See, now,
I'd
just
to
like I
thank the
said that
good Lord.
Aaron Donald's not a Christian man, and I didn't mean it like that, you're saying that Matt Stafford is over the top a Christian man.
Not over the top, but openly, yes. And you know that because he
No, I
said
know
it
that too.
before.
I know that too. I'm just saying he's not like
And just look at where he's from. He's from Texas. What are the two most important things in Texas?
family
and
and barbecue.
football.
Oh,
Family and football. And this man's all for both. Gatorade, let's get to it. Hit us with it.
All right, so Gatorade, we got try to get them in order here. We got clear at plus 200. We got orange at plus 225. We have yellow, green, lime at plus 275. We have what's next here? We have none at plus 500. We have purple at plus 700, and then we have red and pink plus 750.
it's never red and pink because that's too syrupy and it gives the players heartburn.
So that's why it's 750.
Is that a fact?
That's a fucking fact.
Can you believe this guy? They would just never do something like that. They would just never just use red Gatorade. Just give them heartburn.
I'm just saying. When I
That's
play-
wild, dude. How do you know that?
Because when I played college sports, hear me out. When I played college,
So I asked you.
they would never load it up with red or blue because they said that if you can't see through the Gatorade, it could cause dehydration because there's so much syrup in it. So we'd always use
Wow.
clear, orange, or yellow. So
Ain't that some shit?
I'm not a pro athlete, don't get me wrong. But for that reason, I'm going to outlandishly go with orange.
I went with blue last year.
Is
And
blue
got
are blue and
burned.
purple separate?
Yes.
Like blue, like now. See, now I'm gonna sound fucking crazy because like frosted blue, like icy. What is it called?
Glacier.
I think
Freeze.
they're
Glacier
calling-
freeze. Glacier freeze is okay. You can see through it, but that dark
Cool blue?
that royal blue.
Cool blue's the best flavor.
Well, not when you're trying to win a football game.
Nah, blue cherry is the best flavor. Hot take, dude.
What
we can
flavor?
revisit that
It's
later.
the same
We can
color as
revisit
cool
that
blue.
later, but
It's
that's
just
not
blue
true.
cherry.
Oh no, I can't.
That's
I won't
not
allow that.
It's delicious.
Yellow's the best player because is the best player. Yellow's the best color because I'm a mature adult. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, yellow's my favorite too, and I'm going with yellow. I go with yellow every year. One of these years, it's gonna.
I'll probably go with yellow this year.
Ah.
I got burned on blue.
I got
orange
burned on
is
yellow.
appealing.
You know why I don't
So-
like it? Because they group yellow in with lime green, and that's
Yeah,
gross,
yeah,
and I
they
hate
do.
that.
Right, but what is the original color of Gatorade?
Yellow.
I guess you're gonna tell me
It's
okay.
yellow.
I thought you were gonna tell me lime green because I was gonna.
No, first it was
Kick over
yellow.
that
First it was,
garbage.
It was
lemon. It was
yellow.
lemon lime,
Yeah.
and then eventually fruit punch and orange came into play, and those are the original.
But it
three.
was always. Yeah.
Why is it called Gatorade?
Because it was made by the staff for the Florida Gators.
Very good.
All right.
Very
There we
good.
go.
I challenged a young buck, but he came through.
You take me for some kind of fool?
I think
No.
this kid's never
I was
seen that
50-50
come-
on whether I thought you knew that or not, to be honest.
Yeah. No,
I
it
thought
was
that
good.
a 50-50.
I was
It was
hoping
fine.
to God you knew it.
Yeah, Jimmy's sitting there like, please.
It's
All
the
right.
Tell me
family
why
name.
they call it Powerade.
That I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jack, tell us.
I was hoping I might learn something today. So we got orange, we got yellow, we got yellow. Young Jack this.
Clear.
Clear. Hold on now.
Man's going for water.
Crystal clear.
If it's
Gator's
not
gonna
shown
allow
on
that?
TV, it's none. Or
I
if
don't
it
know.
doesn't
I have
happen,
no
it's
idea how
not-
that works.
No, because remember how hard it was to find the fuck. They didn't have it on TV.
Last year they didn't have
See,
it.
this is my
We found it
problem.
on Twitter. Yes,
And we
we
have
found
to
it on
go
Twitter.
This is
on
my
Twitter.
problem with the
Yeah.
Gatorade. It's too fucking stressful after the game. Like, I gotta make it through the game, and then after, I'm like, where's the fucking Gatorade? Like, look at the guy's shirt. Is it stained somewhere? Is McVay's shirt orange? Like, how do I know? Like, it's just too much stress. I like the
Yeah.
I like the bets in the game, even coin toss, even. You know?
Yeah, coin toss is good.
But, even the thanking of God or family or friends or whoever you want to thank, It's a little too much. I want to watch the game, and when it ends, I want to be like, okay. And this is going to be the first year where I'm either like, Rams win, nice, I won money.
Telling you right now, if the Rams dominate this thing and it's like out of reach by like mid third quarter, can you live bet Gatorade? Can you live?
I don't
bet
know.
that?
I
I have
don't
no
know.
idea. I was
Yeah,
gonna say if
yeah.
the Rams were like,
I'm not in that
dominating-
business, dude.
If the
I'm not-
Rams were, if the Rams came out hot and were dominating this game, I'm like pretty much it's a, formality that I'm probably gonna win this bet. I would smash like a bunch of money on Gatorade Color Live.
It's just not enough money. To see, for me, I don't know. I have a lot of issues with it. Coming from a guy who gambles, enough.
This is when you take one.
No, it's just like it's a somebody knows the answer,
Right.
right? So like nobody knows right now who's gonna win this game, but somebody knows. Somebody's filling the fucking Gatorade up.
Not right now.
No,
But they're ordering it.
stop it. Stop it.
Vacuum seal tight, dude.
Let me ask you a question, and I mean this in the bottom of my heart.
Ask away.
You're filling up the Gatorade. You are. You call me?
Probably not. No
You don't.
integrity, dude.
I don't believe you.
Also, if you're filling, who's filling up the Gatorade?
I'm sorry. You're filling the Gatorade.
No. Fucking, I got that part. Asshole. I understand that part. You fucking bag of dicks. Position-wise, if I'm the guy working for the team that's filling the Gatorade, because it's not like there's a Gatorade boy provided by the NFL, unless maybe there is, and that's how it stays so secret.
The Gatorade boy doesn't have any family.
No.
They got to make sure he knows nobody.
Each team has somebody from their team who works for that team is filling up their Gatorade. Who is it? It's an equipment manager,
So you're
somebody who's trying to continue to work in that field for that team. If you got caught, you will never work in this business again.
so you're telling me.
it's true.
You're telling me, and this is a good question. Both teams have different color Gatorades, right? Has to.
100%.
Like they
There are
have
multiple colors of Gatorade on the fucking bench. It's a matter of which one the player picks up. They're not all just drinking yellow Gatorade all game. There's waters. Because even last year I remember looking. Oh, maybe we could look inside the cup and find out now. They fucking pull the tray over. There's fucking 3 different colors of Gatorade and half the tray's waters. It's
Yeah,
a matter of which cooler gets picked up.
I just don't.
It's all
like
chance,
it.
baby.
I
It's
just
not
don't
like
it.
there's one fucking.
I don't like it.
Everybody in SoFi Stadium is using fucking sour apple Gatorade, and if you don't like it, drink
Sour
water.
apple
Well,
Gatorade.
I just pulled one.
Also
my
a
head.
good flavor.
Is
Love
that,
sour
that
apple
is a
Gatorade.
flavor?
Yeah,
It's-
Gatorade Fierce,
yeah.
baby.
It's like a dark
my
green. It's good.
God. Why are we not betting on that? Why can't we bet on what type of
Well, because then someone's got to
Product
go
it is.
fucking taste it.
like
Then you're really trusting.
is
I
it
gotta taste it
Gatorade,
for myself.
Powerade, vitamin water,
It's Gatorade.
body armor?
It's Gatorade. They pay a lot of money for
It's
it. to be
Gatorade. Yeah, they got the sponsorship. You see it on all the cups on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah. I guess. I agree with you. I do.
This guy's getting rowdy with the Gatorade.
Nah, I'm just.
What else? Closing points. Getting to the end of it here, I think.
I think Matthew Stafford has a great game. I think he throws for at least 2, maybe 3 touchdowns. I think he gets his MVP. I think he finally gets a Super Bowl ring. He cements himself as getting what he honestly rightfully deserves. I think Joe Burrow looks good, doesn't do enough, and we see him back in the next 2 to 3 years.
You know
I
what?
think
We
that's
didn't,
just how it goes.
we didn't talk about MVP, so that's a good way to
Well,
close
I
it
did.
out. Yeah, you just said Aaron Donald, but did you say his odds? I know what they are, but you didn't.
Plus 22.
I got plus 16 last time I looked.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought I had plus 22.
I had Aaron Donald plus 16.
You
last
got
time
him
I
on, what do you
looked.
call it?
No, on one of the. I didn't look myself. I saw it on one of the One of the books, not our local book.
I don't know. Would it be?
I want to guess Stafford's because no one's going to be minus, right? So I want to guess Stafford
could be
plus
minus.
100, plus 200, something in that range.
Stafford could be minus. Honestly, he really could.
I think Burrows are going to be in the plus 1 to 300 range, just cause.
Odell Beckham and T. Higgins over under combined 1.5 touchdowns. That
seems too easy.
wicked, dude.
Seems like fish in a barrel.
Where is this thing?
Yeah, I can't find it either. Do they not have it up yet?
No, they have to. Have to.
No, they absolutely have MVP odds up.
Well, who do you like, Jack?
Go ahead. Say the stupid thing. Say it.
I like the Rams.
Oh.
Did I
My
say
man-
something stupid?
My man turns on the Bengals after backing
I did
them
not
all
turn
year.
on the Bengals. I'll tell you right now. As a gambler, I like the Rams. But as a fan of the football world, I like my boy T. Higgins. I like Joe Shiesty. Joe Burr. I
Please
like
don't do
that
that.
man.
Any offensive lineman to score a touchdown plus 2,200.
Gross.
that's
Hate it.
That is a fun one.
Hate
That
it.
is a awesome one. Fat man touchdown in the Super Bowl? Give me all of that, dude.
Closing remarks.
All right. Who is the MVP?
Hold on.
That's
let
where
him,
we're
let
at.
him give his closing
But he's giving
remark.
closing remarks on the
Yeah, well, it's
game.
his whatever. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Love to see Stafford win the ring. Hope my boy T. Higgins shows out. Hope Joe Shiesty shows out. Hope it's a fun game. On to you.
Love it. Let's go MVP.
So you're not giving us an MVP.
So what's an MVP?
An MVP for me?
You didn't give him the odds.
Yeah,
Dude,
give me some
Who's
odds.
going to win the MVP?
Who's going to win the MVP?
It doesn't matter the odds. If you know who's winning
Yeah,
the
let's
MVP.
get spicy because you like to be spicy all night tonight. I'm going to go with fucking Cooper Kupp for MVP.
Plus 600, baby.
No rookie has ever won the Super Bowl MVP, and Joe Burrow is the most popular with 19% of the tickets and 30% of the money.
Burrow's not a rookie.
No, I'm talking about
Oh.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
You said Joe
I
Burrow.
just kept reading them. No, it was like I just didn't separate the
Gotcha.
paragraph. Jamar Chase is plus 1,600. Who'd you say, Joe Shiesty?
Yeah.
He's
plus
plus
225.
No,
Two-
I said Cooper Kupp.
Plus
That's what I
600.
said.
plus 600. Who do you got?
I said Matt Stafford. He was plus 135.
Plus
So-
135 is Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Aaron Donald's 1,200 on this, and I thought I got it way
I
higher.
got 16.
So yeah,
last time
I'm gonna have to look around if I'm gonna play it. Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna
Maybe
play it.
Vaughn was 1,600. Is
Vaughn
Vaughn
is-
1,600?
No, Vaughn's 5,000,
Oh,
8,000.
jeez.
Jesus Christ.
It's 5,000. 5,000.
Vaughn lights it up for one last game.
CJ Huzman's Huzama.
CJ Uzama.
I almost said yeah.
House- Zeta.
TJ.
I
Houses,
almost owed it back to him. That he's 10,000. Matt Gay is 10,000.
That would be something.
So
in a 6-3 Super Bowl win,
this is what the guy. This
where
is what.
no
this-
single player amounted more than 30 total yards from
so
scrimmage.
so listen. This is what BetMGM says about the best MVP long shot odds, and then we'll wrap the show up. If you want to go outside quarterback, the best value for the Bengals is T. Higgins or Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd's plus 10,000. As it's likely Jalen Ramsey will cover Jamar Chase around the field. Not follow him, but most of the time. Rams long shot. It says offensive line will struggle. Aaron Donald is the best offensive player in the league, and he could take home the award if they dominate. The Rams community is familiar with blah, 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 nothing really else. And if you want to take something else on that side of the ball, you say Odell Beckham Jr. for plus 2,500. That's not bad either. I mean, everyone's forgetting who Beckham is. Like he's playing very well in the playoffs.
He's playing very well, but I don't know if he's had a Super Bowl MVP caliber game throughout the playoffs.
No, it's never a bad time for one.
I mean, no time like the present.
What do you think?
MVP?
He's going safe. He's going Stafford.
No.
He's going to parlay Stafford and God.
I like.
Plus God for
Give me
plus
Sta-
300.
Give me
dude.
Stafford and God parlayed for plus 650.
That's
No.
a lock, dude. Because
Stafford-
he hits
It's a
it.
lock.
It's like, you know what I mean? He hits
Stafford
it.
God, dude.
I agree with you. If he hits it, he's danking
If I
God.
could parlay those two, I would. But if
If Odell hits it, he's danking the Browns. How do I take that? He's danking the
Right.
Browns for his release. So how do I do that?
thinking Jarvis Landry. No, so if I do bet this bet, I will probably take Aaron Donald as long as it's still over plus 1,000. I probably am not going to put money on Stafford at plus 135 just because the money's not there to me. But like I said, if somebody would build that parlay with Stafford and God, I would definitely do that. Like, I'm not even. I know we're laughing, but I'm dead serious.
No, it's a good parlay.
He goes, if someone would build that parlay,
if someone just wants to put that together for me,
someone concoct that and then just hand it to me, I'll sign up for it. Oh God.
So yours is Cup. Yours is
Stafford.
Cup. Stafford.
Yeah.
Donald.
Donald.
Great.
All right, it's a clean split. Anything else? We're excited. Ready to review the game.
ready to view it.
I think that's all
Are we
we gotta
doing a
say.
post show? Post Super Bowl show? How are we doing?
Yeah, I think we should.
All right.
Might as well.
So then we'll see you next week after the big game.
Sure will. As always, brought to you by House of Havoc Podcasting, Tiger Pack Productions, State Company, and Sachi Di Gennaro. Peace out.